Imagine a world where innocence is shattered in the most unimaginable ways, where the very thing that should bring comfort, escapism through stories, turns into the gateway for one of Japan's most disturbing killers. This is the story of the Otaku Killer, a man whose obsessions with anime, manga, and pornography spiraled into one of the most grotesque crime sprees in history. Join me as we delve into the twisted mind of a killer and uncover the chilling details of his crimes that shook Japan to its core. Born on August 21, 1962 in Tokyo, Japan, Tsutomu Miyazaki's early life seemed like it would be one of privilege. He was the only son of a well-to-do family. His father was a successful newspaper executive and his mother a housewife. On paper, his life should have been easy. But beneath the surface, Miyazaki's life was marked by neglect. Despite his family's wealth, his parents were emotionally distant. His father was consumed by his career, and his mother showed little interest in her son. Miyazaki grew up without the love and care most children need to flourish. As a child, Miyazaki was bullied for a physical deformity. His wrists were fused in a way that made basic movements difficult. His classmates shunned him, and the young boy, hungry for attention and affection, retreated further into isolation. His only escape? Books and later the world of anime and manga. As he immersed himself in these fantastical worlds, he became even more disconnected from reality. These stories became his refuge, his obsession. As the years passed, Miyazaki's obsession deepened. His love for manga and anime began to border on unhealthy, consuming every aspect of his life. He spent hours alone, surrounded by shelves stacked with his favorite comics and animated series. But there was something darker lurking within him, something that would soon spiral into a nightmare. Miyazaki's addiction didn't stop at innocent stories. He became fixated on adult-themed, often violent animated content, disturbing material that pushed him further into a world of fantasy, far removed from any healthy human connection. In his room, surrounded by thousands of VHS tapes, some of which were disturbing, violent adult films, Miyazaki began to crave more than just the fantasy. He began to see these dark fantasies as something he could control. His isolation and insecurities grew into a dangerous cocktail of obsession and power. On August 22, 1988, everything changed. 4-year-old Mari Kono was on her way to a friend's house, innocent and unaware of the danger lurking nearby. A white car pulled up beside her. Inside, a man sat offering her chocolates. She, trusting and naive, climbed in. Miyazaki lured her away from safety, driving her to a secluded area under a bridge. What happened next was beyond horrific. Miyazaki strangled little Mari until she was lifeless, then subjected her to a grotesque act of violence before discarding her body like garbage. But this wasn't enough for Miyazaki. The darkness inside him was insatiable. After committing the murder, he took Mari's clothes as a macabre trophy, returning home to his collection of violent, obscene videos.
私がそれを見る限り 全部を信用することはできないです。ただ
Over the following months, Miyazaki's killings escalated. His next victim was 7-year-old Masai Yoshinaga, lured into his car with promises of chocolate. Once again, Miyazaki drove her to a secluded spot where he brutally murdered her. This time, however, he did something even more chilling. He called Masai's parents, but when they answered the phone, all he did was breathe heavily into the receiver, teasing them, playing with their anxiety. By now, Miyazaki had become emboldened. His twisted mind was unraveling, and each killing only fueled his delusions. On July 23, 1989, two young sisters were playing in their front yard when Miyazaki appeared once again, this time luring the younger girl into his car. But this time, something unexpected happened. The older sister noticed and ran for help. When the father arrived, he found Miyazaki in the act of abusing his daughter. Enraged, he confronted the killer, forcing him to flee, naked and panicked. The police quickly arrived, and when they searched the area, they found a naked man with a camera in his hand, Miyazaki, the man responsible for the murders of countless innocent children. Inside Miyazaki's home, the police found a horrific collection. Hundreds of videotapes, photographs, and, most shockingly, body parts of his victims, stored like trophies. Among the tapes were recordings of Miyazaki himself, capturing his grotesque acts. The evidence was damning. But when Miyazaki was questioned, he claimed he was doing a good job, and even blamed a mystic man for his actions. Miyazaki's trial shocked the world. Diagnosed with dissociative identity disorder, DID, he was nonetheless fully aware of the gravity of his crimes. In the end, the court sentenced him to death. On June 17, 2008, Tsutomu Miyazaki was executed by hanging. But even in his final moments, he showed no remorse. In fact, he blamed his actions on his parents, on his upbringing, and on the media he consumed. Miyazaki's reign of terror left a permanent scar on Japan's history. His actions were an unspeakable nightmare, fueled by delusions and a complete disregard for human life. The victims he left behind, young girls with bright futures, were forever silenced, their families forever scarred. And as we look back on this chilling case, we are reminded of the dangers lurking in the shadows, where obsession and isolation can twist a person into something monstrous.